Hey everybody, it's KJ, as you probably know because you clicked on this. And I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and talk about some things that are going through my head. First off, I got my surgery date. I got the call from the scheduler, and I will be having my top surgery on December 21st, which is rapidly approaching. I've been bouncing around, I guess. Very excited. I've been known to go and say no boobs for Christmas, but that's just me. But it also made me think about the questions that some trans guys get, especially I think the older ones, when you start your journey. Oh, you're trans, so what are you going to do? It's like, what do you mean, what am I going to do? I'm going to live my most authentic life. I'm going to feel comfortable in my own skin. Novel idea. But what they're talking about is surgeries. Are you going to get the top surgery? Are you going to get the bottom surgery? If you get the bottom surgery, what does it look like? I'm like, excuse me, much? Those personal decisions. There are people who are transgender on all of the spectrum. You could be more agender. You could be more neither gender, gender fluid. One of my best friends in the entire world is Daywalker. He's my hippie brother. He is agender. He just is. He is just the hippie. Me, I fall more to the masculine side of things. But it took me a heck of a long time to understand that and express that and not think that maybe it was because of my childhood. Maybe it was because of abuse. And yes, when I was younger, I was a victim of sexual abuse. That did not make me gay. It did not make me transgender. But I had to come to everything in my own time. For me, I also wanted to make sure that my daughter was old enough to understand, because it impacts her. And already being the child of two mothers, we had her through artificial insemination. Very wanted child, very loved child. But, that's a little bit of an other. And then to put an other on her. Even though it hurt me maybe, I needed to put her first. She is probably my biggest support next to my dad and my stepmom. And my middle brother, Brett. Not that my other brothers aren't supportive, they're just not as, vocal about it as my brother Brett is. He's amazing. He's got the most amazing wife, Kathy, and I'm blessed to have this big net of support. There's a lot of folks out there that don't. And that's, I guess, part of the reason, too, why I wanted to do some of the videos leading up to the top surgery, is to let my views out. I feel like I need to give back for everything that's been given to me. Been through hell at times, but it was worth it. It's brought me to my authentic self. Don't give up on you. Don't ever give up on yourself. You're worth it. You're valid. You're amazing just like the way you are. And find your authentic self. Whether you get top surgery, whether you get bottom surgery, whether you get no surgery, whether you are transgendered, whether you are non-binary, whether you are gender fluid, be your authentic self. And know that you got support. It makes the world go round. Anyway, that's enough of a sidetrack. Getting ready for my top surgery. I moved around stuff in my bedroom today just to make it easier for when I'm going to be stuck in the bed a little bit. Talked to my girlfriend. got everything set up, and I got a backup plan as well because my girlfriend is in the healthcare system. And she just today had to go get a test for the COVID-19 virus. There is a chance that she could have been exposed. We haven't been around each other for probably a month and a half. I know that sounds crazy, but again, she's in the healthcare system. I'm a communications worker. It's essential. She's got 3 kids. I have one. You know, I love her, but I'm not going to risk my daughter. I just can't. So anyway, there's that chance. So in my mind, I'm also formulating a backup plan. Who can take me to the hospital the day of surgery? Who would be able to give me a hand that I'm going to need afterwards? And it's really awe-inspiring to find and realize exactly how much support I've got. 2 very dear friends of mine stepped up too and said, hey, if Abby, my daughter, isn't comfortable with helping me with the drains or something like that, which my daughter has a low gag reflex, so that ain't happening. She says, I'll do anything, Dad, as long as I don't have to see you without a shirt on. But that's okay, you know, that's her authentic self. So I've got that. People at work, they were as excited as I was that I have the date. The recruiter who recruits for my training classes immediately emailed his boss and said, hey, I'm taking KJ out for this week, period. And he might need a little bit more time. You know, and then he turned around later to me and said, hey, if something happens with Cassie, me or my fiance, he goes, I'll take time off and I'll help you. What in the heck did I ever do to get so blessed? Anyway, it's a beautiful day here in upstate New York. Unusually warm. I went and got a haircut today. And I kind of giving myself a chance to relax. If I look a little bit uncomfortable on camera today, I kind of am, because I, on the weekends, try not to use my binder at times, and so I don't have it on. So I feel a little bit vulnerable. So y'all are getting me at my vulnerable stage. You're so lucky, but that's, the beer always helps. Also, I went and got a haircut, as you can see, and you have to get all those little bitty hairs off your back and out of the binder because they itch. Anyway, I'm putting together my list of things that I'm going to need, making sure that there are meals that'll be easy for my girlfriend, whoever's helping me, and also meals for my daughter too. Not that she can't cook, but the kid works, and she works very hard. So I want something easy for her. She's going to have to take care of the dogs. I do have my niece coming over to empty the litter box because, unfortunately, my child and the gag reflex, it's not a pretty sight. So trying to make sure that I'm set up as best I can. I'm excited. I actually spent today for a while just laying on my bed in just my jeans, no shirt, and it felt good. My daughter's not home, that's why. I think I'm mentally ready. I actually talked to my chesticles. That's what my friend calls them, chesticles. My friend Daywalker. I've had them for a lot of years. And I said goodbye. It's going to be different. They've been with me since I was, 15? 14? 13? I don't remember. It's a long time ago. But I'm looking forward to seeing me and being comfortable. Called my dad and said, Dad, I got my surgery date. Yeah, what one? What are you doing? I said, I'm getting the top surgery. Oh, Well, you really feel you need to do that? I'm like, yeah, Dad, I do. And I know what he's thinking. I'm older. Surgery, everything's risky, and, he's just looking out for me. But I explained to him, yeah, I have the discomfort and dysphoria. And he goes, well, if it's going to make you happy, Jen and I love you. And can't wait to see you. And I'm going to want to see them when they get done. I love my dad. So, anyway, excuse me here. I got a little friend to say hello. This is my best buddy, Hercules. Say hi, Herc. That's really it. I know this has gotten a little bit longer than I thought, but I rambled. Sorry, I do that. Had a thought, thinking about where the bandages will go, and do I need to trim any excess hair here so that it doesn't get caught in bandages and discomfort. It's the weird things you think about, but I'm trying to be as prepared as I possibly can. Hopefully I'll be able to do a video right before and probably shortly after, depending on how I'm feeling. My girlfriend wants to be able to put up before and after pictures. I'm like, I'm not sure about before pictures. I'm not sure that I'm that comfortable with that, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for joining me on this journey. I can't wait. I can't wait to be able just to, take off my shirt and not feel like I have to do this. It's like, my daughter brought her boyfriend to the house, and unfortunately she didn't let me know beforehand, so it was later at night, and they just stopped by. Excuse me. And I didn't have a binder on. I was getting ready for bed, and I'm meeting this kid for the first time, and I'm like, I had a t-shirt and pajama pants on, so I'm like this. And Abby told me later, she goes, I thought you were hella mad. And I'm like, no, Ab, I was just really, really vulnerable. And she looked at me and she goes, oh crap, I'm sorry. She goes, I forget that you used to be a girl. I'm sorry I made you uncomfortable. I mean, I did end up just saying, and I shook hands with the guy. Very, very, very nice young man. Shook my hand, said, it's nice to meet you, sir. And, it was good. The longer I said uncomfortable because I felt vulnerable. So, anyway, Hercules has run off to go inside. I'm going to sit out here on the deck, pet the cat, and enjoy my beer. I hope everybody is doing well. Those of you that are in the United States know we just had an election, and the winner has been declared. For a lot of us, it's a sigh of relief. It's kind of the sound of a glass ceiling breaking, and as the dad of a daughter, I can't even tell you how happy that makes me. So, everybody have a wonderful day. Just be good to each other. And remember, when you meet somebody, try and leave them better than you found them. Even if it's something as simple as a smile. If we all just try and be good to each other because we don't know the baggage the other one's carrying, might make it a better place. Peace.